Have you ever been on a date and it became the last date you had with that person? Then she started making up excuses not to see you again, like she has laundry to do or some lame excuse like that. Well, maybe you're guilty of one of these, or maybe all of these 5 turnoffs that just repel women and they're never to be seen again. So make sure you stick around until the end of this video, because these 5 points are equally as important as the other. Stay tuned. By the way, if you are new to this channel, my name is Joven Baltazar, and please consider subscribing because I like to talk about these relationship things and more. And don't forget to smash that like button. Alright, let's get right to the video. Now, if you're going out on a date and you have an eye for a girl and maybe you don't want it to be your last date, then this video is for you, my man. Also, for the ladies out there that are watching this video, help me out and comment down below what your biggest turn off is. If I missed anything, what turns you off about a certain encounter with a special someone and you don't want to even give them a chance anymore. Alright, so let's get right to it. Number 1, you sound dumb when you talk. I know it sounds so blunt, right? But man, I gotta give it to you this way because it's that important. Basically, you don't want to sound like you're dumb or stupid. You don't have to sound like you're the smartest guy in the world, because that can be a turn off as well. Women just want to make sure that you have something to bring to the table, something that you can talk about that may spark some interest. They want to be able to introduce you to their friends or sometimes parents if they're looking for that forever man. And when they do, they don't want to be embarrassed because you sound uneducated, because you sound kind of empty up there.
Seriously, what the f are you doing?
What you can do so that you don't have this thing that turns women off is that you can read books, man, or learn stuff online, get into a hobby that you're passionate about, find your passion. You don't have to do all these things, but if you find passion, you'll immediately be interesting. There's nothing more interesting than a person that's interested. What? It's so true. If you are interested in things, chances are you may be interesting to others. Keep that in mind. Alright, the second thing, bad breath. Oh man. Now the sad thing about that is that people that do have bad breath, most of them don't know that they have bad breath. And it's okay from time to time to have bad breath because we are human. But if you have consistent bad breath all the time, then that's a different story. If you notice that people start to turn away from you as you talk or when you open your mouth, then that's a very good sign that you need to do something, my man. It's alright, because this is easily fixed. You know what to do. Brush your teeth at least twice a day. Alright, and most importantly, floss your teeth. That's more important than brushing. If you haven't flossed in a long time, try flossing right now, and when you're done with that floss, no! Put it up your nose and smell that used floss.
God, please, no!
If you smell something funky, that can be coming out of your mouth every time you talk.
No! No!
I'm serious, man. Another thing is use mouthwash. You know, make sure that it doesn't have alcohol, because alcohol dries out your mouth and that can create bad breath as well. Maybe use it only twice or 3 times a week. But most importantly, use it before you go out on a date or before you hang out with this special someone, man. You want to get spicy with this woman, then you gotta make sure that you don't have spicy breath. Now, also you may want to bring a gum or mint. When you go out on a date and you finish meals, you don't have the luxury of brushing your teeth. So that mint can come in handy just to make sure that you have fresh breath, because you know what? Having fresh breath is so important, because if anything that lingers in her head in a bad way is bad breath. She will remember that maybe for the rest of her life, or at least every time your name pops up. You don't want to be that man, dude. All right, third, this came from my girlfriend. She doesn't like skinny guys that look weak, or just someone that looks weaker than her. You know, a lot of guys out there get away with being skinny. There's nothing wrong with being lean, being skinny, but when you are skinny and weak, then that is a different story. A woman does not want to be with a man who's actually weaker than she is, that if you guys wrestle, she just might beat you. Very few women like a man who they can beat in wrestling. If you want a feminine woman, they want masculine men. If you think you're on a skinny side, there's something you can do about that, my man. You're not stuck. Work out. Do some push-ups at home every other day. There's a lot of things you can do to thicken up. Let's go to number 4. Man, body odor. Body odor is just as bad as bad breath. And that goes for women as well. I remember this one chick, man, and she was attractive, okay? Everybody kind of looked at her. She's a head turner. And then all of a sudden, she sat down. And she sat down with us in a group, and all of a sudden we smelled this funk in the air. Man. And we started looking around, but it's a complete turn off, dude. So, especially us men, we sweat more than women do. You know, I work with a lot of agents. When an agent walks by and you can smell that no shower smell, it just boggles my mind, and it gets me thinking. It's easy to fix, but what's so hard about taking a shower every single day? Because it's the #1 ammunition against body odor. Dude, you gotta make it a habit to shower every single day, especially when you go out with that special someone, right? Right before. Man, just take a quick shower, put on that deodorant, and don't even try not showering. You're funky and you try to mask it with deodorant and cologne. That just exacerbates the problem. Make sure that you shower before you actually put on that cologne, my man, and then go out on your way to that sexy date. All right, number 5, negative attitude. Dude, you don't want to be that someone who talks shit about everyone just to bring themselves up. Women know. We all know when someone is talking bad about everyone else just to bring themselves up. We know what you're trying to do. You don't want to be that guy. Be nice to strangers, because one thing that turns off people, not just women, it turns off men too, but if that special someone that you're with talks to a waiter, right? And they talk to that waiter as if that waiter is their slave. They talk to that waiter in a condescending way and treats them like they're beneath them. You don't want to be one of those, because your date for the evening will make that as a reflection of what's to come in the relationship. So that's so important. Just be positive and try to be nice to strangers, man. You know, be a gentleman. Now, there are so many turnoffs for women and men, but I truly believe that these 5 are the most common and most important don'ts. Now, if you found this helpful in any way, or if you think that someone can benefit from this video, then make sure that you share this video, and don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel and hit that bell for notifications. All right, now finally, Go out there, my man, and turn her on.
Baby, don't throw my love away.